Hey, Chris Ciulla, Leonardo Audio, here for another one of our narration tips coming right at you. I want to comment on auditions. I am on a pretty rough streak on my auditions lately. I actually am about 0 for 8. I'm 0 for 8 on auditions. Now, you might ask yourself, like, Chris is really deep into his career. He's got 430 plus credits underneath his belt. He's received a few awards and some nominations. It doesn't matter. Usually what happens is our clients, our publishers and producers who choose us freelance narrators to potentially work for them, they each have their own style as far as for what they're looking for from narrators. And also they have their own amount of narrators that they are going to audition for a project. Could be 2, could be up to 10. And some fall in love with voice. If someone has just one of those very pretty or deep or resonant voices, that's what they hear and that's what they like. So they'll polarize themselves towards that. Regardless of all that, that's data that we take in and utilize in order to help our choices when it comes to record an audition. But even regardless of all that, the job at that moment in time is the audition. Do your best in the audition and then let it go. I know for audiobook narrators, it's a little more difficult than, say, on-camera actors for commercial or theatrical in LA, legit in New York, meaning TV or film. Because in audiobooks, we have a finite amount of time that allows us to work on particular projects. We can't take on more than, say, 8 a month max, 2 a week. If you're doing 2 8-hour books a week, that's a lot of work, a lot of hours that you need to prep that work, and then you're on your 2-to-1 ratio in the actual studio. So get into the habit of doing such a great job on the audition that you yourself feel like you executed that audition as best you possibly could. You gave yourself the time, you did some potential research on the synopsis of the book. If you got the entire manuscript, if you were lucky enough to do that, you could scan through it a little bit to get some hints on some of the character stuff. But then you try to knock that audition out of the park, and then it's done. It's done. Let it go. It's the same thing as if you're an actor and you're new to audiobooks, it's the same thing as all the other categories of work that we work in. Same philosophy. Let it go. All right? Keep moving. Keep going. Stay in the game. Your ratio will improve. It's an up and down game, and we will eventually find the work that's best for us as long as we stay.